Hey, yo, peace, family. This is Lord Jamar for the Yanadameen Godcast. And if you watch the Godcast, you know my number one sponsor is Miracle Food. That's right, Miracle Food, the perfect cleanse and reboot for a healthy immune system. And these times, you know, a healthy immune system is very important. It's also anti inflammatory. Miracle Food has Moringa, black seed oil, beet root oil. It also contains CBD. Miracle Food is just what it says. Miracle Food. Brought to you by my brother, the Chakra Doctor. So this is a black-owned company, y'all. We promote black-owned companies here on the Godcast. Okay, so go to chakradoctor.org and get your Miracle Food today. Tell them Lord Jamal sent you. Peace.
I'll let you go peacefully. Oh yeah.
Let's get it. Drugs to cope with the way we live. They done turn the neighborhood into the Bay of Pigs. Kidnapped the fathers and enslaved the kids. Now they poisoning the water that they gave the kids. He ran from the cops, so they sprayed his wig. We gon' turn the precinct to the Bay of Pigs. Saw the crib like that's the way you live. Loafy bread, baking soda sitting in the fridge. My melanin garners hatred, it's sacred. Hussein Bolt, I'm too swift for the races. Drugs change the house structure. See my uncle smoke rocks downstairs, now the attic is in the basement.
Preview.
Now, hang on real quick. When people talk about hustling, you know, there's different levels to the hustling. And if you're the type of person that would tell the truth that you jack the name, then I think you tell the truth about the level of hustling. Everybody can't be a fucking kingpin, right? So what kind of level of hustler were you like? Because there's different levels to this shit.
Well,
You buying ounces, you buying keys. What are you doing?
Well, at this time, I'm purchasing my own work, and I'm nickel and diamond, so to speak, in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking it down. I'm not on keys and stuff. Later on, I do start to sell drugs heavy quantities and become get a lot of money that way, like you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but at this, so like right at this time, I'm just doing my little 1-2. I would go in and out of town, certain towns, and hustle and get money. But like, and while I'm going in and out of town, my brother S1, my man Ty Skrilla, One Man Gang, and Rio Rap Star, they started a group called Kings of the Castle. You know what I'm saying? So it was a rap group that they started, and like, my man Skrilla was like, yo, Hope, we need you, you the streets, we need you down with this, you know what I mean? We want you to be a part of it. And once I became a part of it, it's like the whole neighborhood, it just went crazy throughout the whole neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We was a 5-man rap group, and our local buzz was ridiculous. My brother S1, he was like the Nas Jay-Z of our hood, like if I ever really, like, you know what I'm saying? He was like a nasty ass spitter, and so we was creating a lot of buzz with that. But King of the Castle was short lived because of egos and stuff got involved. Anytime there's
what happened?
Well, Remo the Rap Star was like the business mind. You know what I'm saying? He was older. He was always like a business savvy dude, very smart. You know what I'm saying? And I had got like one of my best friends mother had died in a hospital accident. I mean, well, hospital malpractice, right? So he had wound up getting a huge lawsuit, and it was for a couple million. So he was looking to invest some money, and I'm like, yo, you see what we doing over here? And long story short, he wound up investing in us. He gave us like $120,000. And this is off the strength of me because this is my friend. You know what I'm saying? And but back then, I was young, and I'm like, yo, Reem is the businessman, so I let Reem do business with him. Whereas now I just took control over the shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But Reem was, the one controlling the money or whatever. So now where the conflict came in was that Remo presented these contracts that the group didn't agree with. The contract was standard album contracts. Like we was signed under Kings of the Castle as artists, 7 album deals. It was like one of those contracts that you probably then had put in front of you back in the days, like literally like one of those, like a standard one. And we and all of us is like, yo, we all came and formed this together. Like, why are we being presented with artist contracts. Like we just some artists. This is our thing, and that right there left a bad taste, and the group was kind of like starting to split up a little bit. Now we going to 2005. So we started the group in 2004. In 2005, I'm like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I wound up, I'm back in the hood hustling. I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm back in the hood hustling, doing my thing. I wound up getting into a shootout with a dude, and I got caught on camera, Aaron, and they locked me up, and I wound up taking a year. A bullet on the island for back then you could get a year for a gun. You know what I mean? Because they didn't catch the gun, but they got me on camera. So I'm just like, my lawyer, like, you're 50-50. You could beat it or not. They got you on camera. I mean, it's up to the jury if they think that's you or not. And I was like, just give me the year. I'll just do the year. So, while I'm locked up doing the year, it was over. It was over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was the conflict got even worse. You know what I mean? And it was everybody just split. You know what I mean? But S1, he kept going. And even while I was locked up, S1, he wound up getting on the radio. It was DJ Envy was playing his joint. He was still running around trying to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that
with him.
Huh?
Whatever happened with him? Just the one that you said was like the Nas of your neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Whatever happened with him?
Right now he's locked up right now. I mean, I'll get into that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me. So all right, so I do a year. I come home 2006. Like I said, S1 is still doing his thing. Now his buzz is getting more than local because he's on all these mixtapes. That's when the mixtape game was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So his buzz is getting a little bigger. But I come home and I started doing my own thing, rapping in the neighborhood, making my own tapes, getting my local buzz back up. And S1 was messing with my man P.O. P.O.'s from Soundview. So S1 introduced me to P.O. And me and P.O. clicked like this because we both two reckless niggas who like we'll say whatever out our mouth and we ain't scared of nothing. And we you know what I'm saying? P.O. was just crazy like that. And I was the same type of way. So, just to fast forward a little bit, me and P.O., we sitting in the car one day and we like, yo, bro, we need a movement to bring back the Bronx. We sipping Henny, we just getting drunk. I'm like, yeah, you're right, bro. Like the Bronx ain't really got no movement right now. And he like, yo, word, bro, we gonna do this. We gotta come up with a name though. And I'm like, what you mean come up with a name? He was like, yeah. So we started thinking about names. Then he said, I got it, Mo. I got it. Bang, bang, boogie. And I'm like, nah, that name sound gay, bro. Like, I don't like that. You know what I mean? He like, yo, bro, bang, bang, boogie. I'm telling you, up, dump the bang. I started thinking about it. I'm like, that probably could work.
Bang, bang, boogie. Say up, jump the boogie.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that probably could work. So what happened was, P.O. hollered at Gilly, not Gilly the Kid, Gilly that was with Terror Squad. If y'all know Gilly, my bro Gilly, he was like Big Pun brother. You know what I'm saying? He hollered at Gilly. Gilly brought Cuban Link to the studio. He hollered at Mysonne. Mysonne came to the studio. He also brought, P.O. from Soundview, so he brought Lil Tariq to the studio, and we laid down this track called High Blood Pressure, and we put the track out. It was a diss to Fat Joe, you know what I'm saying? And we put it out, and a week later, this is when Fat Joe and 50 Cent was beefing. So 50 being a smart chess player, we from the Bronx, we just dissed Joe. He dissed Joe. 50 reached out, and and we was on thisis50.com. A week later, we got 1 million views. You know what I'm saying? And from there, 50 Cent G Unit, they were supporting us heavy. This one, This Is 50 was bigger than World Star, and then World Star was taking all of our videos, putting them up for free. Like we was buzzing crazy.
Now, hang on. Why did y'all make a song, a diss song against Joe? What was that about?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question because now me and Joe, we cool. Joe fam now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah.
That the energy was P.O. was, like I said, P.O. was just like he was on his bullshit. He was close to Cuban, and P.O. was just like, yo, Joe, ain't nobody doing nothing for us in the Bronx. So P.O. did a interview with Truth DVD, and he was, he was saying all this. You know what I'm trying to say? So it was really off of his energy, P.O. energy. And I was riding. Like I was just a nigga that just like, back in the day, I'm like, he's my nigga, I'm riding. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what the energy was. So that's why we did it. Then Cuban Link is a part of the group. So
wait, everybody on that song was riding with P.O.'s energy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, everybody on this.
P.O. had that energy that just everybody was just my song. Everybody was just with it.
Yo,
Or
we was like, we gon' I see my I don't well the track was a Fat Joe diss track, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think Mysonne and Cuban Link, I mean Mysonne and Lord Tariq really threw shots at Joe, but they jumped on the track though. You know what I'm saying? So it's still like
knowing what it was.
you know what I'm trying to say?
Right. Okay.
And that's how Bang Bang Boogie was created. You know, me and P.O. getting drunk in the car, we put it together. But you know, like that energy of this and Joe really, he was more like Bowman. You know, Cuban is, you know, their history. So, you know, that's how that came about.